Hi everyone, my name is Wayne Pollock. I'm a thought leadership ghostwriter serving big law and boutique law firm partners. I help these partners build their prominence and their practices one word at a time. When you write thought leadership, when you publish your thought leadership, are you aiming for people's eyeballs or are you aiming for their hearts and minds? When you are trying to establish yourself as a thought leader, are you aiming for awareness, eyeballs, or affinity and preference, hearts and minds? Obviously, you know I'm going to tell you that you want to stick to and aim for the latter. You want to aim for hearts and minds, not awareness. It is tempting to want to have a large amount of email subscribers or a large amount of blog readers or blog subscribers or LinkedIn followers. But that number is a vanity number. The number of followers, the number of subscribers, that's all vanity. It doesn't get you anything. That number and $5 will get you a cup of coffee these days. What you want to focus on is winning over the hearts and minds of people because you want to stand out. In a crowded marketplace like the legal industry, you want to stand out from the crowd. You want to be remembered as the attorney who does XYZ. And the way you do that is through a robust thought leadership campaign that could include writing, could include speaking, could include videos or podcast episodes. You don't want to simply be known. That's helpful. And that's obviously better than not being known. But you don't just want to be known. You want to be thought of first. You want to be in the hearts and minds of your target audience. How do you do this? Through thought leadership? Well, it's not enough to consistently write thought leadership or publish thought leadership. You've got to stand out. And you can stand out really one of two ways. One is to have a particular angle that you see the world through. And obviously you want that angle to be pretty close to the way that your clients see the world. So whether you are a white collar criminal defense attorney, whether you're an M&A corporate attorney or an IP attorney, you want to align the way you see the world and the commentary that you put into your thought leadership blog posts and email newsletters and videos, podcasts, whatever. You want to align that with your target audience. You want them to think of you as the lawyer who has this really interesting view of the world as it relates to the area of law they practice, and they come to you, come back to your content because it really resonates with them, and that helps elevate you above and beyond lawyers who you're competing with for those types of clients' business. So on one hand, you have your angle. On the other hand, you could have your unique voice. Do you have a style that you write with or you speak with where people just gravitate to it? Maybe it's charisma that just emanates from your voice, from the words on paper. Maybe it's a real interesting, again, take on things. Maybe it's some sarcasm. Maybe it's a little bit of wittiness that people aren't used to seeing in legal writing. Is there a way that your voice can stand out from the crowd? Because that helps you attract people and get people to not just know you, but to remember you and seek out your content. They subscribe because they're looking forward to the email newsletter, or they want to read your blog post or download your podcast because they're genuinely interested in what you have to say because you have won over their hearts, you won over their minds. We all want to be liked. Well, most of us want to be liked by the most amount of people possible. But that should not be your focus with thought leadership. You shouldn't be focused on eyeballs. You should be focused on winning over hearts and minds. Yes, it's great to be in front of people, but unless you're resonating with those people, unless they are remembering you and thinking that you are someone who is qualified to help them with their legal or business issues, then the thought leadership isn't working. It's not sticking. It's not going to get them to think of you as a thought leader and to think of you first. And that is what the point of thought leadership is, to build a relationship with an audience, particularly your target audience, so that when they are ready to hire someone to do the kinds of things that you do, they think of you because they are convinced by the thought leadership that you are knowledgeable and wise regarding the areas of law you practice, the industries that you serve, and you are the person that they should talk to. Again, that's winning hearts and minds. That's not just winning over eyeballs. If you're curious about how to create the kind of thought leadership content that can help you win over hearts and minds, check out lawfirmedgeholdservice.com. We have plenty of videos, blog posts, and podcast episodes that can help you do just that.